Hi boys and girls, welcome back. Terrific Tuesday to you. So make sure you have your materials. I'm gonna make sure you have your workspace book, something to write with. We're gonna be doing some more games today. So yesterday we learned how to do where the lines cross. So that was a new way. So far we have done circles and stars. We've done tiles. We have done where the lines cross. So lots of different ways and choices for you to figure out your multiplication equations. So we talked about the number 0. Anytime we multiply by 0, we get a product of 0. We did that yesterday. We played multiplication bingo. And today I'm going to teach you a new game. A couple new games actually, but so if you turn to your workspace book, page 40 and 41, and we are going to play a game called multiplication capture today. All right, so I'm just going to read the directions. The game instructions are on this page, on page 40, if you ever need to look at them. So it says how to play. What you need is workspace page 41, right here. This is where we're going to show your work, and 42, okay? So we're only going to work on page 41 today. All right, or blank paper if you don't have your workbook. Multiplication capture cards. You would have 9 for each player. These are the cards. If you were in class, you're going to do it digitally, and I'm going to show you how to play this game digitally. But the cards just have multiplication expressions on them, okay? Each turn has 3 steps, so each player would get 9 cards. So you can see there's a player A and a player B there. So each player turns over a card. So almost like war. So you flip them over. Boom, player A, player B. They both equal 0. Each player writes both multiplication equations for theirs. 4 times 5 equals 20. 3 times 6 equals 18. If you're following along in your book, I'm just reading the directions, okay? Player A had the greater product of 20. 20 is greater than 18, so the player gets both cards, okay? And then you play until all your cards are done. So page 41 you're gonna do for work today. I'll write that up on the board, and I'll show you how to do that digitally. Okay, page 41. All right, so today another thing we're going to do is we're going to work with our tiles again. Again, you don't have these manipulatives, but you can just draw it. So I'm just going to show you. Let's say, so these would be the tiles that you would use, but we can just draw a quick picture, okay? So remember, we always go rows. So I'm going to do 4 rows with 3 tiles in each row. So I'm doing a 4 by 3 array. And I don't know the product. So I'm going to do 4 rows. Remember, rows go this way, across, horizontally. So there's my, oops, you can't see what I'm writing. There you go. 4 rows go across, horizontally, so I've got 4 rows, and I'm going to put 3 tiles in each row. Gives me 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I got 4 times 3 has a product of 12. All right, let's try another one. Just getting some of this practice in with our arrays. So next we're going to try a factor of 2, a factor of 5 to get what product. My first factor tells me how many rows. 2 rows going across. Can you see that? There we go. 2 rows, 5 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 times 5 gives me a product of 10. Right? Our next one, we will do 3 times 3 equals some unknown product. I'm going to do 3 rows with 3 in each row. 3 tiles in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 times 3 gives me a product of 9. Notice I try to keep them in nice, neat rows and columns. Okay, trying to be neat about it. All right, so turn to page 43 and 44 in your workbook. So 43 says, which has more tiles? You should be on this page with me, and I'm going to read the directions. So 3 rows with 2 tiles in each row. So complete the descriptions. Okay, so they show you the rows. You have to write in 3 rows, 2 tiles in a row. Then it says use number, words, and pictures to show at least 2 different ways to figure the products. So they give you the example of 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. Skip counting by 2s, 2, 4, 6, or 3 groups of 2 equals 6. Then they want you to write the equation, so that would be 3 times 2 equals 6. And then circle the equation for more tiles, okay? So let's look down at the bottom. The first picture here, oops, this one. So how many rows? Go ahead and count across. There are 5 rows with how many tiles in each row? 4 tiles in each row. Okay, and then we have another picture right next to it. We're going to look at that one. How many rows? There are 3 rows with how many in each? Go ahead and count those up. 7 tiles in a row. Okay. So now we're going to do the addition equation. So 5 groups of 4. That's going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So remember, we can group those together. I know 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 8 plus 4. And then 8 plus 8, can you see my work here, is 16. And 16 plus 4 equals 20. So my equation would be 5 times 4 equals 20. And then I'm going to do the same thing for 3. I'm going to add 7 3 times. 7 plus 7 plus 7. I can group my 7s together to get 14, because we should know our doubles. Excuse me. 14 plus 7. Well, I'm going to use a little flexible thinking here. I know 14 plus 6 will give me 20. So 7 must give me 1 more. So that would equal 21. So 3 times 7 equals 21. What I need to do is circle the equation with more tiles or with the bigger product, and 21 is greater than 20. Okay, so you should have this written down in your book. This would be your figuring in that figuring box where it says these need to be written on the lines. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to page 44 and we'll do another problem. So I'll erase this. Okay, so looking at the first picture, how many rows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. With how many in a row? How many tiles? 6 tiles. Looking at my second picture here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows with 5 tiles in each row. Okay? So now I'm going to do my figuring underneath. So I've got 4 groups of 6. So I'm going to add 6 4 times. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. And remember, I can group those together because I know my doubles. 12 plus 12, and 12 plus 12 is 24. So I'm going to write the multiplication equation for that. Let me scoot it down a little bit. 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay, now I'm going to do my second problem, my second picture. So I'm going to do 5, and I'm going to repeatedly add it 5 times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. You should be writing this in your workbook. 5 and 5 is 10, plus another 10, plus another 5. Now I can combine my 10s. That would give me 20 plus 5, which would give me 25. And my equation, my multiplication equation would be 5 times 5 equals 25. 25 is greater than 24. So I'm going to circle that one. Okay? All right, so we're going to move on. That was just using our tiles and our arrays. Now we're going to do some more where the lines cross. So we're going to look at page 45 for this one. All right, page 45, it says, circle where the lines cross, write the multiplication equations. Okay? So this one, notice, they want you to write it 2 different ways. They want you to kind of turn your page. So this way I'm looking at the rows, and then I'm going to turn it and look at the other equation that I could write. Okay? So let's start with number 1. So we have 4 rows with 4 columns. That is going to be 4 by 4 equals some unknown product. Remember, I'm going to circle every place they intersect or cross. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Got a product of 16. Now you'll notice on the side, they want you to kind of turn your paper and say how many rows this way, 4, and 4 columns. So they want you to write another equation going this way. This one happens to be the same because it has the same number of lines, rows and columns. Okay? All right, let's look at number 2. I'm going to do 2 and 3 with you, and then I'm going to ask you to finish the bottom of this page on your own. Okay? So let's look at problem 2. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows with 3 columns. So that's going to be 5 times 3 equals some product. I'm going to circle all those intersections or where they cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I get a product of 15. Now on the side, they want me to flip this and write the commutative property of that problem. So instead I'd have 3 columns by 5 rows would give me still a product of 15. And they want you to write that one going that way. And if it helps, you can actually turn your paper so you can see the rows and columns a different way. All right, let's do number 3, and then we're going to move on from there. All right, so number 3, I have 6 rows with 4 columns. So my equation is going to be 6 times 4 equals some product. Circling all those where the lines cross or all those intersections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I get a product of 24. Remember, they want you to write the commutative property. So you could turn your paper and I could see 4 rows going this way with 6 columns. So I'm just going to write 4 times 6, and I know it's going to equal the same thing. I didn't change how many circles I made. So 4 times 6 equals 24. I'm going to want you to complete 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're going to add that to your work today, page 45, just those last 3. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to play where the lines cross capture. So just like all the other capture games, just the bigger one's going to get the cards. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that digitally too. So if you turn to page 46, it gives you the instructions, the directions for playing the game, and then 47 is where you will record what you get. And you don't, again, you don't have the tile cards or the lines cross cards, but I'm going to show you how to do it digitally, okay? All right, so where the lines cross capture cards. So how to play. Reading directions along with me on page 46. 46. Game rules. How to play. What you need. Workspace page 47 or a blank paper. That works just fine too. Where the lines cross capture cards. And again, this is what the cards would look like if you had them in your hand, but we're going to do it digitally. Each turn has 3 steps. Again, just like our multiplication capture, each player gets 9 cards, and you would flip them together. Oops. You'd write the multiplication equation for each one, and then the person with the higher one, this one, would win the cards, okay? All right, and then you're just going to record your equations. Note that they want you to write the commutative property of those equations. So they want you to write 2 equations for each card you flip, okay? And then you're going to just record that on page 47, all right? So I'm going to show you how to play those games digitally right now, and I will see you tomorrow. So you're going to need to complete, or your teacher, to go over on your teams, page 41, 45, and 47. 41 is multiplication capture. This is where the lines cross. You have to solve 3 more problems, and then you're going to play some of the game of where the lines cross capture on page 47. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so today I'm going to show you 2 games. I'm already logged in. You guys should know how to log in by now. We're in week 3, and I just showed you yesterday. So first we're going to do multiplication capture. Okay, so let's go to practice multiplication, lessons 1 through 25 down here. Open those up. Okay, with capture games, there we go. Practicing multiplication with capture games. All right. So we have multiplication capture, and then we need where the lines cross capture. So let me just go to games. All right, so multiplication capture first. All right, so it's just like the other games we've been playing. We're going to flip the cards over. Whoever has the larger product wins the cards. So player 1, 0 times 1 is 0. Player B has 4 times 3 is 12. 12 is greater than 1. So player B gets both cards. Flipping the cards over. 4 times 0 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3. So player B again wins this one because 3 is greater than 0. 6 times 4 is 24. Remember, you might need to work some of these out. There's tools up here that you can open up. Tiles, circles, and stars. Okay, to help you with that. I opened another game, that's okay. All right, so 24 to 0, 24 wins, player A won that one. And remember, they keep tally down here of how many cards you have and who's winning. All right, and then when you want to restart or get new cards, you just hit this little circle button here. All right, the other game I want to talk to you about, let's just go up to games, because it is the where the lines cross capture. Open that up. It's the same type of thing. Game rules are the same, only now we're looking at those arrays and where the circles are the lines. Okay, so this is a 3 by 5 array, that's 15. This is a 5 by 5, that's 25. So player B won those cards. Flip these over. This is a 4 by 6 array. Now remember too, on your pages, they want you to write the equation 2 ways, because this card could be flipped. So we're gonna go to write. I'll try to write in here. I'm not very good at writing on this, but 4 times 6, oops, I told you I'm not very good at this, equals 24. And then remember, they want you to use the commutative property, where we're going to flip those factors around. So then I can also write 6 times 4 equals 24. So that's what you're writing in your workbook for your equations. Remember, they want you to use the commutative property. Okay, and again, same thing. The cards are being kept tallied here. Obviously, this one, oops, is larger. Okay. All right, boys and girls, so go have fun playing those games, and make sure you're recording in your workspace pages. The coordinating workspace pages can be seen down here, and you can pull them up. Okay? All right. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.